YouTube family, what's going on? So this video is probably gonna be real short. I just wanted to touch on something that I see spoken in the comments and something that I've been asked about not too long ago. So the directed energy weapons and stuff like that, for those of you who are targeted and that still suffer from that, yes, that is something that was a part of my targeting. Hopefully you noticed that I used the word was. So it started in probably 2018, but I overcame it in 2022. Yeah, I would, would feel the burning sensations on the area that they were, pointing it at. I would feel the vibrations, all of that nonsense that comes with, those energy weapons. I would, there would be times where my energy would just be drained. I would feel lethargic to the point where my muscles would be sore, like my back would be sore and stuff like that, because of how drained I had just got out of nowhere. At the time I didn't know it, or I didn't know what was causing it. But I did go through it for a few years. How I overcame it, this is the important part, you know what I'm saying, was the word of God. Now, in the Bible, in Ephesians chapter 6, it talks about the breastplate of righteousness. And the breastplate protects the vital areas, man. This is the armor that, protects you from the shots of the enemy, right? Now, how can I help me, Lord? How can I explain this? So we are righteous by being in Jesus, okay? We are righteous. We get our righteousness from Jesus. We are not righteous of ourselves. But if you go to 1 John chapter 3, verse 7, it says, if you know that he is righteous, he being Jesus, you know that everyone who practices righteousness is born of him. Okay, everyone who practices righteousness is in Jesus. All right, now let's go to, that was 1 John 2 and 29. But 1 John 3 and 7 says, little children, let no one deceive you. He who practices righteousness is righteous, just as he, being Jesus, is righteous. Okay, so there is a certain lifestyle that you must walk within to exhibit the righteousness of Christ. Once you start walking in that, those energy weapons, all of that nonsense will not work on you no more. I guarantee it. That is where I got breakthrough in deliverance from that. I'm not saying they don't still use them. I'm sure they still attempt, but I don't feel it. I haven't been drained since 2022. I haven't felt the heat sensations or none of that since 2022. Once I closed doors of sin, I stopped willfully sinning. I stopped, watching porn. I stopped smoking cigarettes. I stopped, willfully having sex. All of that stuff. Once I, took the vow of celibacy and closed all of those type of doors, none of that stuff has affected me since. So that is the key, the breastplate of righteousness. Believing is cool, but if you truly believe that God is who he says he is, that Jesus is who he says he is, and you believe that he is watching you at all times, you need to live like it. And once you start living like it, I'm telling you, the tactics of the enemy will no longer affect you. But you have to walk in that righteousness. Simple. You know what I'm saying? So if you got open doors in your life, man, close them. If you having problems closing them, fast. You know what I'm saying? Ask God, Lord, I surrender my vessel to you. I'm asking you to help me to overcome these sin cycles that I am trapped in. And he will do it. He will help you to overcome it. But I'm telling you, the way to overcome these directed energy weapons or the black magic or any other tactics that the enemy is trying to use upon you is through purity, walking in righteousness, man. Cut off the sin. Jesus said, if your eye causes you to sin, pluck it out. If your hand causes you to sin, chop it off. What is he saying? He's that serious about willful sin. If there is something that is around you that is causing you to sin, get rid of it, man. If you jump on social media and you start lusting over the pictures that the women post, bro, get rid of social media. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Once you can start closing these doors, I'm telling you, the tactics of the enemy will no longer work on you. I just went to church this morning, hundreds of people in there. There was a time when I was still, I was walking with God, but I was still willfully sinning. There was a time, man, I would go in a place that had more than 50 people and just anxiety and fear would overcome me, bro. It was just such an uncomfortable feeling, man. And while I was in these crowds, I would get sore muscles and all of that, man, because the attacks that was just coming from everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, I just went in this building, hundreds of people, bro. And I was cool as a fan. It's nothing. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, they was trying to do whatever they was trying to do, but it don't affect me no more because I am walking in the ways of Christ. You know what I'm saying? They tried to attack Jesus and the disciples with all of that stuff too. But I mean, well, probably not the direct energy weapons, but witchcraft and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But when you start walking in the ways of Christ, bro, you can walk on water, man. You know what I'm saying? None of that stuff gonna affect you, bro. So that is the answer. Close the doors to your willful sin in your life, man. And I'm telling you, you will see the results that you are looking for. God bless you.